To stage glory again today at the Paris-Nice race. The Carrick-on-Suir rider remains top of the points classification after securing his second stage of the prestigious tour.
Boxed in behind and all ready to go. We're seeing it with Sam Bennett going through the centre. Sam Bennett in the green at the front. Sam Bennett at the front, and it looks as though he's staying there. Sam Bennett, Bwani's on his wheel, but nobody can get to Bennett. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, for some reason I'm not left to follow my own wheel, and guys are coming in and it seems like they just want to disrupt our sprint instead of concentrating on their own race. And we don't look at anybody else, so I don't know why they're getting so fixated on us.
Maybe you're just too strong.
Maybe not me, but my teammates are too strong, yeah.
Now, one member of the 23-strong Irish athletics team, who are home now from the European Indoor Championships in Poland, returned a COVID-positive PCR test this morning. As a result, all team members have been contacted and they're now self-isolating for 10 days from last Monday, in line with government guidelines. On the final day of competition last Sunday, the Polish relay team withdrew from the 4x400 metre final as all four had tested positive for COVID-19. Tottenham and Arsenal will be in Europa League action later tonight. Manchester United are up against AC Milan. VAR ruled out two of the Italian side's efforts, so no goals to report there at half-time. Harry Maguire squandering a golden opportunity for the home side, though. Rangers are also playing this evening. It's 1-1 in their game against Slavia Prague. In the Women's Champions League earlier today, Manchester City made light work of Italian side Fiorentina, winning 5-0 to go through to the quarter-finals. That was City's 8th win in a row in all competitions. Republic of Ireland internationals Megan Campbell and Tyler Toland in that squad, of course. Louise Quinn bows out with Fiorentina. The quarter-final draw takes place tomorrow morning. The Six Nations has signed a 5-year agreement with private equity firm CVC. The deal is reported to be worth €425 million, with the company set to acquire just over a 14% stake of the Six Nations. IRFU CEO Philip Brown has played down fears that the decision will result in an immediate TV paywall of the competition. The participating unions will retain sole responsibility for all sporting matters, as well as the majority control of commercial decisions. Rory McIlroy has had a disastrous opening round at the Players' Championship. The last winner of the event back in 2019, McIlroy began an error-strewn round with a double bogey at the par 4 10th and was 7 over par at the turn. He struggled off the tee and on the greens at times today and finished his first round on 7 over. The leader at present is Sergio Garcia. He's 7 under par. Graeme McDowell is 1 over after day 1. Shane Lowry has just got his first round underway. Amateur jockey Rob James has been handed a 12-month suspension from racing, with the final 8 months of that suspension suspended following a disciplinary hearing. It comes after a video was posted on social media of him sitting astride a dead horse. Ahead of the hearing, James issued an apology and said he was heartbroken by the damage caused by the video, which was taken in 2016. Now, as in all aspects of life, the effect of the pandemic on sport has been profound. The roar of the crowd was sorely missed and post-match celebrations were a thing of the past. Our Gaelic Games correspondent Marty Morrissey has been looking at COVID-19's impact on the GAA.
This is Clane, County Kildare. With membership numbers increasing and a growing young population, the local GAA club embarked on an ambitious development plan that involved pitches, floodlights, dressing rooms and much more at a cost of €1 million. Last year, everything stopped.
The impact of COVID was devastating. It just stopped everything in its tracks. But we're getting back on track now. We're getting money raised. We've our development plans hopefully back on track in the next couple of months.
St Colman's College Newry has a rich tradition in Gaelic football. Last year's McRory Cup final, the symbol of Ulster College's success between themselves and St Patrick's Mahara, was never played.
They were devastated. I mean, the guys had put in so much to the campaign and their life here in the college to get to the final and not to play, and it was just heartbreaking for the boys.
The final was to be played here at the Athletic Grounds in Armagh, but with no final, it was decided that the cup and title would be shared.
We were third year and we went to watch St Pat's play the final here, and all the St Pat's were sitting in the crowd, and we very special times because we remember it and we always wanted to be there when we were upper sixth. And we finally got the chance, but then it got called off.
And there's danger here, and a chance for Shane McGuigan, and there's the goal.
Obviously, with the history the school has, it's a disappointment, but as you say, could have lost it, but sure, could have won it too.
Because of COVID-19, some clubs couldn't continue on their club development. Matches at colleges and schools level couldn't be played, and all that is a negative because of COVID-19. The positive that's going to be announced next week is that the GAA, the Camogie and the Ladies Gaelic Football are coming together with a new player pathway, making the player the epicentre as time goes forward.
At the centre of this new pathway is the player and the player's vision of how they wish to develop along their journey, whether from male or female, large or small club, urban or rural.
Marty Morrissey, RT News, Clane, County Kildare.
That is your sport, so it's back to David.
Thanks, Yvonne. Do one thing every day that's good for you is the advice from public health experts. That can be keeping connected, going for a walk or taking up a hobby. Sharon Tobin met one man from West Cork who spends hours looking for a split second of perfection and is encouraging others to do the same.
Isolated and wild with opportunity. A cove at Seven Heads in West Cork is where photographer Mike Brown is seeking a subject. Without weddings, he has more time to spend focusing on nature and landscapes.
The world is quieter and you can spend a bit more time and just let it happen and not worry about the rushing and the racing that we're all so used to.
As an award-winning wildlife photographer, spending hours alone in one place is something he is accustomed to.
I think the longest in a hide was about 12 and a half hours, something like that. Sometimes it's worked out, and I think once or twice it didn't. So it's a long day for no result. But it is what it is. You have to make the most of your opportunities and hope for better opportunities on another day.
Being confined and anticipating better days can relate to at the moment.
You can get involved. You can spend an hour taking a picture, one picture, you know, because there's so many different ways of looking at things. And it whiles away the time, and it's just enjoyable to try and be creative, particularly in these difficult times, you know, when we're stuck.
Nor a fancy camera are essential.
There's always interesting stuff to look at if you take the time. And I suppose in our normal daily lives we don't often have the time, but at the moment many of us do, and it's probably a good way to spend some time just looking around, seeing what's there. You might make a nice photograph.
Sharon Tobin, RTE News, Cork.
Well, that is Thursday's 6-1 News. Remember, you can keep up to date with all of the day's developments on the RTE News app. Well, from all the team, thanks for watching. Goodbye and do take care.
Lads. Oh, thank you. I will. Enjoy the great taste and nutritional benefits of Avonmore lactose-free milk.
Good evening. Well, cool and showery conditions are going to continue for the next couple of days. We're currently in a cold air mass, and that is going to stay in place for Friday and Saturday before milder air is introduced in over the country from Sunday on. Now, at the moment, showers are continuing to feed in across the country from the Atlantic. They're going to continue through the rest of this evening and tonight. Heavy at times with hail and a risk of isolated thunderstorms too. Chance of some sleet on high ground as well, as it will be quite a cold night. Staying cool for tomorrow as well. Scattered showers and sunny spells for the morning, turning cloudier later in the day with more persistent rain moving eastwards tomorrow evening. Saturday, another cool and blustery day with sunshine and scattered showers. A change then for Sunday though, turning cloudier with rain and drizzle. That will turn heavy at times in the northwest, introducing milder air in across the country though, so an improvement on temperatures for the start of the week. Rather cloudy on Monday again though, with more outbreaks of rain and drizzle. So plenty of showers moving in across the country, some heavy with hail as well, and they will continue through the rest of this evening and tonight as well. Risk of some isolated thunderstorms and sleet on high ground. It will be a cold night, lowest temperatures of 1 to 4 degrees with fresh southwesterly winds reaching for 7 or 8 off coasts in the west and the south. So tomorrow starting out the same as today with sunshine and widespread heavy showers with hail and a chance of some thunderstorms as well. Turning cloudier later in the day though, more persistent rain moving eastwards across the country through tomorrow evening. Another cool day with highest temperatures of 5 to 8 degrees and blustery as well with fresh to strong winds. That's all from me for now. Have a good evening.
Yes! Enjoy the great taste and nutritional benefits of Avonmore lactose-free milk.
New car. I love it. But this time, there will be rules. No food inside the car. Feet up. I will pop them. No loud music. And pets, not a chance. Well, maybe starting next week. The new Opel Crossland. Beauty isn't scared of life. This is Opel.
Hey.
Did you see it?
Uh-huh. Let's do it.
Yeah, good. So 12.
We'll be with you at every stage of your home journey. And with our lowest rates ever, you'll benefit from lower monthly repayments and real savings on your mortgage. That's permanent support.
I am King Akeem Joffer, and you are the heir to the throne of Zamunda.
Yes, my son.
Coming to America.
Presenting King Akeem's son from America.
This happened before we even met.
It's not like you're the first man I've been with.
What did you just say?
I'm a king. Put your hands together.
What you doing back here?
Akeem now is a king.
Hey! He ain't the king of this shop. I'm the king of this shop. I got a dog named King.
I'm a king, I'm a king, I'm a king. What a throne that, let me take a seat.
Finding a new house can be a hassle, but would you let the people who know you best do the groundwork?
If you're saying it's small and he's laughing, it's tiny.
If you don't buy it, I'll buy it.
Goodbye House, tonight at 8:30 on RTE1 and RTE Player.
John Creedon wants to know how Ireland came to be named. He's about to find out on RTE2. Here later, Primetime investigates the conditions facing our vital public health doctors nearing breaking point in dealing with COVID and who don't have the tools to contain the pandemic. That's here at 9:35. Well, now Peter has the tools and Roisin has the plans on Home Rescue.
Home Rescue, proudly sponsored by IKEA. IKEA, the wonderful every day.
All around the country are families who've fallen out of love with their